Australia's Next Top Model is an Australian reality television series, based on a franchise which was created by Tyra Banks with America's Next Top Model. It is produced by ITV Studios and broadcast on the Australian subscription television channel, FOX8. The series' objective is to find a promising but as yet undiscovered Australian fashion model and reward her with a platform to boost her chances of forging a successful career within the modelling industry. The series was last formally hosted by Australian model Sarah Murdoch, who also served as lead judge and co-executive producer of the show for cycles 5 to 7. Jodhi Meares and Erika Heynatz also served as former hosts. An 8th cycle was confirmed for production and broadcast during 2013. Producers had to find a replacement host before production recommenced. In April 2012 it was announced that the series would take a break for 2012 because producers of the show were having trouble finding a replacement for Sarah Murdoch. It was announced on November 19, 2012 that beauty queen, model, and television personality Jennifer Hawkins was chosen as the new host for the ongoing 8th cycle. On October 17, 2013 it was announced on the Australia's Next Top Model Facebook page that Hawkins had been signed to host Cycle 9. Charlotte Dawson, a judge on the show since Cycle 3, was reportedly not asked to return for Cycle 9 in 2014, and on February 22, 2014 was found dead in her Sydney apartment after committing suicide due to severe depression. Premise: the series features a group of young female contestants generally aged between 16 and 22, who attend preliminary auditions across Australia with finalists selected to star in the series proper, where they end up living together in a house for several weeks whilst taking part in lectures, challenges, photo shoots and meetings with members of the modelling industry. Normally, one contestant is eliminated each week until the last contestant remaining is declared Australia's Next Top Model, and receives a modelling contract and other associated prizes, usually a feature spread in an Australian fashion magazine, a cash prize, a new car and meetings with modelling agencies with the intention of securing future work. Show format: each episode of Top Model covers the events of roughly a week of real time, and features a fashion challenge, a photo shoot and/or commercial, a critique of each contestant and her performance by the judging panel, and the elimination of one or more contestants. Judges: in the 8th and most recent cycle, Jennifer Hawkins became the host of the series, while the judging panel consisted of TV personality Charlotte Dawson, fashion photographer Jez Smith and fashion designer Alex Perry. Previous judges have included model Erika Heynatz, former Harper's Bazaar managing editor Marguerite Kramer, fashion stylist Ken Thompson, fashion producer Victoria Fisher, fashion photographer Georges Anthony, model-turned-designer Jodhi Meares and model-actress Sarah Murdoch. Model mentor Josh Flynn, though not a permanent judge like his American counterparts Jay Manuel and Johnny Wujek, appeared in every episode in the 8th cycle. A guest judge sat in on the panel every week. Requirements: starting from Cycle 3, contestants must be aged between 16 and 23 at the time of filming. In the first two series, contestants had to be at least 18 years old. However, the show lowered the age limit after realizing that most international models start their career earlier. In Cycle 5, the 3 finalists were aged 16 at the time of filming. In Cycle 7, the 3 finalists were aged 17 at the time of filming. Those auditioning have to be at least 173 cm or 5'8" inches tall. In the past, some contestants have weighed less than 60 kilograms, but there is no restriction on weight. Differences between ANTM and AUSNTM: Australia's Next Top Model shares the format of its American counterpart, but there are a few differences. On America's Next Top Model, the final 2 models compete in a runway fashion show and the winner is chosen in the judging room. Starting from Cycle 3, the final 2 contestants compete in front of a live studio audience in Sydney before the winner is revealed live to air. The judges, sponsors, and fashion professionals vote for the winner, along with the TV viewing public, whose votes contribute 15% to the overall tally. Since Cycle 6, the format has been changed. The final 3 are interviewed, shown their best bits from the competition, and participate in a runway show. The viewer votes now decide the winner of the competition. Special appearances: in Series 1, Blair McDonough, a housemate from first series of Big Brother and actor on Neighbours, made a guest appearance during an acting challenge. In Series 2, Beau Brady from Home and Away, posed in disguise as a photographer to test the girl's ability to handle the media. Ian Thorpe has appeared several times. In Series 6, Michael Klim made a guest appearance for the girl's introduction in swimsuit. Controversy: following a breach of contract with Heynatz's appearance on the Channel 7 series It Takes Two, she was replaced as host by Jodhi Meares, although Meares had been consistently scrutinized for her huge lack of involvement in the show. During the Cycle 3 live finale, she made a number of embarrassing blunders that drew commentary from critics on her ability to host. Things were worsened when she pulled out of her hosting duties hours before the Cycle 4 live finale. The swarm of negative comments from the press and fans of the show led to Meares' withdrawal from the program. In Cycle 4, Meltzer Revley's win provoked negative feedback from critics and the public due to her bullying of another contestant. Leader of the self-named clique the Bitchketeers, in one episode, Revley brought fellow competitor Alamila Rowan, 17, to tears by waterbombing her and tipping water on her head. Rowan, who was left traumatized by the taunts and attacks during her time on the show, was noticeably unimpressed by the apology Revley gave. The Bitchketeers had also caused problems for fellow contestants Alexandra Girdwood, Belinda Hodge and Cara Eves. Vogue Australia editor-in-chief, Kirsty Clements, and former model and fellow judge Charlotte Dawson preferred Alexandra Girdwood, because of Revley's behavior. The judges' scores were tied, so the decision came down to the public, who voted for Revley. After Cycle 5, runner-up Cassie Van Den Dongen made a series of highly controversial comments. She was offered modeling contracts by Priscilla's Model Management in Australia and Elite Model Management in New York City. Cassie turned down both offers and quit modeling in order to remain in Sunbury with her bricklayer boyfriend, Brad Saul, causing a backlash from the public, as well as from judges Alex Perry and Charlotte Dawson, who had vouched for Cassie on the show and urged her to pursue modeling. Cassie later stated in the press that she rejected the Elite contract because she didn't want to be pressured to drop from a size 6 to a 4. Later, to the surprise of many, it was announced that Cassie would be signing a contract with IMG Paris and would be walking for designers at Paris Fashion Week in March 2010. Cassie made the trip to Paris with Saul but withdrew after insulting the French agents and referring to them as snail slurpers and frog eaters on her Facebook page. Saul added comments, one of which included a racial slur, for which the couple received more fire. In the Cycle 6 live final, the TV viewers voted to decide the winner. Initially, Sarah Murdoch announced Kelsey Martinovich as the winner of Australia's Next Top Model. Moments after Martinovich had made her victory speech, Murdoch stopped the celebrations and announced that Amanda Ware was the winner of Cycle 6. An embarrassed Murdoch apologized repeatedly to Martinovich and the audience, stating that the final result was fed to her wrong. As compensation for the error, Foxtel awarded Martinovich a $25,000 Australian cash prize and an all-expenses-paid trip to New York. Harper's Bazaar decided to release both Amanda and Kelsey's covers for the November issue. In the days following the bungled announcement, top industry commentators expressed skepticism about whether the episode was a publicity stunt, with the editor of Harper's Bazaar Edwina McCann accusing Foxtel of manipulating the ANTM result. The network did want Amanda to whine her. They kept the voting lines open for a long time, I think, in the hope that she would get over the line. I'm told that it came down to 3 votes, she told the Nine Network. In episode 6 of Cycle 8, Taylor Roberts was disqualified from the competition for choking Ashley Pugmore after a painting challenge. Roberts was confronted by host Jennifer Hawkins at panel and she was ultimately disqualified from the competition. Sometime before the footage was aired on television, the incident had been covered by several media outlets. It was also noted that while the disqualification might have been the proper course of action, it was still incorrect to showcase the occurrence as a selling point to draw in more viewers for the show. Reception. The program is the highest-rating non-sporting related program or event on subscription television in Australia. Cycles, see also. List of Australian television series, top model series, references. External links, official Australia's Next Top Model website, announcement of series airing in the US, all AUSNTM, gallery with pictures of the contestants, Geoform, architects for the model house currently in Cycle 4 of Australia's Next Top Model, Australia's Next Top Model at the Internet Movie Database, Australia's Next Top Model at TV.com, Alamila Rowan's Next Top Model blog, 1.